Hi guys, I'm Kayla with Artistic Religion. For those of you who are familiar with my channel, every Monday I sit down and do makeup and motivation. Now, this is not makeup and motivation, so if you're looking for makeup and motivation, you're probably like, what's going on? This is a little different. First off, I have my makeup done, which is not typical for makeup and motivation, or you could have read the title. That's beside the point. Anyways, I'm so excited to do this video because today is going to be the start of my first ever challenge. I am introducing this to you guys and I really am hoping that you participate in it. I'll be doing it right along with you. You will not be alone in this, and I'm so excited. How do I forgive them for what they've done? I'm sure everybody watching can relate and say that they've asked themselves this question. I have repeatedly asked myself this question over my 27 years of life. I have repeatedly asked myself, how do I forgive them? How do I get over this? People say you need to let it go, you need to let it go, you need to forgive, you need to forgive. And that can be very difficult to do, and you almost have a sense of guilt if you're unable to do it. So I wanted to do this challenge with you guys to be a gateway to forgiveness. This isn't an end-all be-all, you're going to be magically healed of your unforgiveness. This isn't that, but I want you to do this journey with me and to see improvements in yourself. Forgiveness is a very difficult act of the will. It's something we have to continuously choose over a lifetime. It's not something that I can say, I have forgiven you and it's just gone. I have the ability to pick it back up repeatedly over a lifetime. I can pick up that unforgiveness over something that happened to me decades upon decades ago. Today I'm introducing the first ever challenge on my channel, the 10-day forgiveness challenge. Sounds absolutely impossible, right? While these next 10 days might not completely heal your wounds of unforgiveness, this is going to be more of a beautiful journey, a gateway to forgiveness. And I'll be doing it right along with you. Forgiveness is a strength very few people genuinely have. Forgiveness comes with a beautiful sense of freedom, and more times than not, forgiveness is for us, not the person we're forgiving. We need to learn how to forgive people who aren't sorry. How many times have you encountered that in your life where you're carrying around this heavy weight on you and the person who did it to you either is completely oblivious or they don't care, and you don't get that apology? So many of us are longing for an apology that we'll never get, and we need to learn how to let it go. Even so, people don't ask for our forgiveness, don't apologize to us if they're not sorry, if they don't know. We need to have the ability to forgive on our own. If I don't forgive, whatever that person did to me sticks with me. That person sticks with me, and I cannot move forward. I can't fully grow. I can't move freely. And yes, to an extent you can fake it, but until you have reached forgiveness, you won't know how good it feels. You'll know that you're not truly living your life to the fullest if you don't release that unforgiveness within yourself. There's no quick fix to forgiveness, and if there is, I'll be the first one to tell you guys about it because I have lived a lifetime of bitterness and hatred. And things that I have felt, I don't want you guys to feel. I don't want you to feel it because I know firsthand how awful it is. And if I can help you move forward in forgiveness and in that freedom, in that beautiful sense of peace, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try my best to help you guys because I know firsthand how horrible being angry for a lifetime can feel, for having that unforgiveness, for having that sense of hatred, for being bitter, for being enraged towards people. I know what it's like, and I know what it's like to put it down and pick it back up, and put it down and pick it back up, and I don't want you guys to do that. I know the desperate feeling of wanting to be able to release pain or anger. I know it. Because I have refused to let go of hurt and baggage and all these things that have happened to me over a lifetime. It's not fair to myself, and if you can relate to this, it's not fair to you either, because neither one of us are living life if we continuously stay in the mindset of whatever happened to us, whatever happened to me that set me back, I'm in that same year. Whether it was decades ago, I have not moved forward, while as yes, my body and life in general keeps going, part of my mind is still back there. And that's not growth. That's not genuine growth. Forgiveness is a constant decision. Some days are easier than others. Some days you won't even realize that you're living in forgiveness. And then others, that's all you'll be able to think about is what they've done. Choosing to forgive, it's hard. I won't lie to you. It is definitely challenging. And that's why this is a challenge, because it's not going to be a instant thing. We can't press a button and be magically healed of our wounds. But I am wanting to help you guys. I'm wanting to help myself with this because, like I said, I'll be doing this with you step by step. And I want to see growth within myself, and I want to see growth within you guys as well. Because if I am capable of relieving you of an ounce of the anger that you have felt, of an ounce of the pain you have felt, if I am able to motivate you to let it go in even the smallest form, I want to do that for you guys. I want to do that because I would have wanted it for me. I would have wanted somebody to help me, and I want to help you guys. We as people go through difficult things all the time. There's a learning process to everything. People who are insanely fit, I'm not one of them. They're dedicated and diligent to maintaining their bodies. Those who are hard workers are faithful to their craft. Forgiveness is no different than anything. We have to learn to be good at it. I have to work to be good at forgiveness, and you have to work to be good at forgiveness too. Starting out, we're going to be the rookie in forgiveness. No different than when I started photography. I had to learn from the ground up. I had to teach myself how to take pictures. I had to teach myself how to shoot in manual. I had to teach myself how to use Photoshop, how to schedule clients, how to keep this going. 10 years later, everything is so much easier because I've been doing it. And it's so much easier than when I started out at 17 years old. Things come more naturally. Yes, and that can be an example because I've been doing this for 10 years. So when I was 17, some things do come with time, but doing it all the time, that teaches you more than you would ever learn over just stretching your life out. You have to work to be good at everything. Some of us, yes, we're naturally good at things. We have God-given abilities. And some of us won't struggle with forgiveness as much as others. But for me, I have to work towards this. I have to train myself to be good at this. I have to consistently work out that muscle within me to forgive. Give yourself 10 days to let the wound scab over. Mourn whatever happened. Be angry and cry and feel all of your natural emotions that come with betrayal, hurt, and anything that rubs you the wrong way. This isn't about running away from your feelings, but experiencing them with a beautiful sense of control and grace. No different than physical wounds, our emotional wounds scab over. The body naturally tries to heal itself. But different than our physical wounds, emotional wounds are easier to pick at. Why? Because we can replay the situation over and over and over again, even wishing we could go back in time and redo our part, make different decisions. We think about it, we overthink about it, we analyze every possible thing that could have happened. We don't let our mind rest. So with that, you're picking at that wound. You're not letting it heal because you're working it in your mind constantly. You're not letting it rest or breathe. Come on, how many times have you thought, I wish I never met them? I wish I never let them get close to me where they could hurt me. How many times have you thought about these things, these scenarios in your head where how different my life would be if I never met you? How different my life would be if I had have been different, if I had have made different decisions, if I had have never gone there? How different life would be. We all have done it. We've all wondered, we've all wished that things were different, that we could change our past decisions, but we can't. That's picking at that wound because you're trying to change your past. You can't change it. I can't change mine. Nothing we can do in life can go back in time and switch what happened. tweak it, change it, adjust it to make it work better for us. There's nothing we can do. But we have this mindset where we work it in our heads so much. We make different decisions. We go back. We're living in that moment of our lives. For physical wounds, we simply seem to have more self-control. We know that it's better to leave it alone, let it heal. And yes, some of us are pickers, but there is a little bit more self-control when it comes to physical wounds. We know that we see ourselves healing, and maybe that brings a sense of satisfaction because you can physically see your skin heal. It's harder to allow ourselves to heal when we carry the hurt and the injuries in our heart and in our mind. During this challenge, we're going to face what we cannot forgive. We'll be writing, talking, reading Bible verses, fasting, and praying. Now, don't let those last ones scare you. This is the start to forgiveness. And this is a challenge that I am looking forward to doing personally. I am looking forward to seeing my growth at the end of these 10 days. And I am very excited to share this with you guys. So this will be 10 days of back-to-back videos. They're going to be short and sweet because I understand that we have lives, we have jobs, we have kids, we have husbands, wives, we have lives that we need to take care of. So these are going to be short and sweet, and it starts tomorrow. So if you're going to be doing this journey with me, I would love to hear in the comments that you are. That would very much motivate me and excite me through this challenge. But I am so excited, and I hope you guys are too. So I will see you tomorrow for day 1. Bye, guys.